Forgive me. But I wanted to show you guys how I do my turkey. So I've been MIA, and I know I have. I'm just not in a good space right now. I'm feeling a lot better than I did the other day. Hey, how is that Howard? Hey, Howard. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to make our rub for the turkey, and I do different types of rubs when I do turkeys. I got my hair up because I'm cooking a good amount of food for people. Um, so yeah, what I do when I start off with my turkey, I like to. Y'all not gonna see me cooking. Y'all just gonna see how I make a rub and a seasoning for it. So when I start off with my turkey, I like to make a rub for it. So and then I like to inject my turkey with the Tony Satcherin uh, injection butter because it's really really tasty. So yeah, let's get this out. So I like to inject my turkey. I've already I know a lot of people say don't put poultry in the sink, but with a turkey you have a lot of stuff inside of it. So I always put it in the sink. Because for one, um, you have a lot of like stuff inside of it. Like you have the bag. Um, Sometimes you still have what is it called? You still have a little of that lining in there, and I really don't like that in my turkey, so I just rinse it out and then I clean it with some lemon juice. So yeah, what I like to do, we're gonna start off with the rub. So I like to do a heaping tablespoon of seasoning salt. Because it's a rub, I just measure everything out in like tablespoon and teaspoon. So I like to use a little paprika, and this one is going to be a different. It's going to be like half a tablespoon. This rub is going to be different than the other one because this one is going to go in the oven. And then I have one that I'm going to smoke on the grill. So this is paprika. So I say a tablespoon of seasoning salt, a half a tablespoon of paprika, a half a tablespoon of onion powder and garlic powder. So this is onion garlic powder, and we have onion. What's that? That's garlic. I got two garlic, y'all. Okay, put those right there. We're gonna do a half a tablespoon of onion powder. And the reason I do this is because turkey is so hard to season. So you need to have a good rub. And I use this Chicago steak seasoning too. I'll bring it around so I can show you guys. And it's like a dry rub. I use about a tablespoon of that or more. And then I use like a couple of splashes of the lemon pepper seasoning. And this is just making a rub for the turkey. I do like a Cajun style turkey when I do mine in the oven. And I like to do a full tablespoon of basil, dried basil. And a full tablespoon of oregano. So this one right here is going to be the one that go in the oven. It's a 17-pound turkey. When I get ready to do my turkey that I'm going to smoke on the grill, then I will use this mesquite seasoning, but this is for the one that's gonna go on the grill. So that one will be next that I get ready. So let's go through what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some of the Weber Chicago steak seasoning. This is really good for your turkey. Some ground basil, dried basil, some ground oregano, some garlic powder. That was onion powder. So that's onion powder, and you're gonna need garlic powder, some lemon pepper seasoning, not just a little. Some I like to use the Laos seasoning salt and paprika or smoked paprika. So after I get through done with that, I just go ahead and mix everything up real good. You want to make sure you stir from the bottom because this is the rub, and you might not use all of the rub for the turkey. So if you don't, then you can just store this and use it to season like your chicken or other stuff. So this is basically the rub. I put this rub together when I do grill food, or when I'm like roasting a chicken or something, or even when I do salmon. So this rub right here is like the perfect blend of spices for anything. This was really good. I used to make this and store it in the closet a lot when I lived out in Kansas, and when we would do like salmon or something, that's what I would use on it, or shrimp, grilled shrimp or salmon. So that's the rub. So next thing we're gonna do is cut up our veggies. So I learned a long time, if you want to get like a juicy turkey or a chicken when you are cooking, then your best bet would be to get fruit and stuff inside the cavity of the turkey. Because when you do that, the fruit steams and the veggies steam inside of the bird, and it just helps to retain the moisture. So I use orange, and whatever I don't put inside the turkey, I put it in the pan to give it like aromatics. So it kind of like helps to flavor everything. So I just cut my orange into like 6 wedges. So I have one orange, one pear, and one apple, 2 sticks of celery, and then I have a stick of butter. And believe it or not, y'all, I've actually had people to eat the fruit out of the turkey. So we have a friend who is German, and he loves to eat the fruit out of the turkey every time we do the turkey for events and stuff. So we have our 2 Stanley's sticks. I have a clove of garlic. I'm gonna cut it in half because half of it's gonna go on this turkey, and half of it's gonna go in the other turkey. And I just leave it in pieces because it's going to really help it bring that flavor out. I'm gonna stick this over here. And then I use half of an onion. And I leave the skin on. I'm gonna take some of it off. That top layer. And the root. And then we have a apple. You can use any kind of apple you like. Just make sure you rinse your fruit off really good. Let me grab my pan that I'm going to use my turkey in. I'm just gonna season it in the other pan so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I just take my seasoning and pour it into a cup. That way I'm not contaminating it. So I usually just separate everything before I prep everything before I touch the turkey because I don't want to cross contaminate stuff. I usually have anywhere from a stick to half a stick of butter. Mm. Grab my paper towels because I like to dry some of the moisture off the turkey. And this is a 17-pound bird, okay? She's a big one. She's a big girl. So I like to start by, removing any moisture from the skin, and that's going to help the skin to crisp up. And when I make a turkey, I don't use rubber gloves because I don't want it to get snagged or anything. So yeah, turn it around so you guys can see inside of it. Now I won't be touching anything anywhere else. I just need to make sure I have my syringe. Where's my syringe? Oh gosh. Gosh done it. There it is. Okay. So I'm turning it around so you guys can see it. Yeah, we're gonna do the 30-day challenge after New Year's. So what I do is I like to start by seasoning the cavity, and I just take some of the seasoning and I sprinkle it in there, and then I rub the inside of it with my hand. All right, so now that I've rubbed the inside of the cavity, I'm going to start stuffing it with the different pieces of fruit. Make sure you get a little bit of everything in there, and you want to push it all the way into the back of the turkey and fill the whole cavity. And that's what's going to keep the breast from getting dry. All right. And now I'm just going to skewer the legs up. All right. So the inside of it is pretty much taken care of. And now to get that breast really seasoned, this is how my people be like, oh my God, like your turkey breast is so flavored. So when I'm cleaning off the chicken, I take my that's from that red thing, the dye from that thing. So what I do is I take um I take the skin and I pull it back, and then I season up under the skin of the bird. So I'm gonna go up under the skin and go and rub and massage the breast from the front and the back. And be careful when you do this part because you don't want to tear the turkey skin. But then you can see like the bird is seasoned on the breast, and just rub it as far up as you can. And do it on both sides. And get the size of it. Then you want to lift up the back skin and do the same thing. And just get the back part that you missed. All right. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna rinse my hands real quick because we're gonna start injecting. And I need my hands not to be slippery. So I always separate the injection stuff from what I have at the bottom because I don't like to touch the bottom because if I'm done, I can still reuse it. So I just take my injection, and what I like to do, I do this before I season the bird on the outside. I like to go into the thigh, push halfway, then go into the back part of the thigh. And I do it on both sides. I like to get into that thigh first. Then I go into the leg, the meatiest part of the leg. And you'll know when you got a good amount of injection in there because it'll start to swell up a little bit. Then I like to go up under the skin of the turkey and inject the breast. Okay, so then I just go around and just kind of like massage the turkey. gonna rub a half a stick of butter on here. And then this turkey will be cooked in the morning. The other one that I'm doing will be cooked tomorrow morning too, but like at 3 in the morning because it's going on the grill. It's gonna be smoked. Okay. Now we're gonna start rubbing the rub on there with the butter. You know, just make sure I get all the butter off my hands. Make sure you rub those wings too. And then you want to go ahead and tuck your wings. So I'm just getting the butter off my hand, what's left, and just putting it on the top of the turkey. This is a very messy job. And in the morning, before I pop the bird in the oven at like 6, then I will sprinkle a little bit of more seasoning salt and paprika on it. And that'll give it its flavor. So that's the turkey. Let me wash my hands real quick. I guess I can go ahead and show y'all now. But what I usually do after I season a turkey, which it'll be fine. My last thing is the Tony Saturn seasoning salt. I just go through and sprinkle a little bit of that on there to give it that color. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. They Tony Satchers make me sneeze every time. And then I just take and put the rest of the fruits and stuff. I need to put that garlic inside the turkey. Every time I use that Tony Satchers seasoning, it makes me cough. All right. So yeah, that's how I stuff my turkey and season it. I just wrap it in foil after this and leave it alone until the next day when it's time to cook. But I genuinely try to do this 24 hours out, so that everything can go through the bird. So once I get it out of the oven tomorrow, I will come back on here and show y'all what it looked like. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up and sanitize everything, and then I'm gonna clean my other turkey that I have to do, so I can get it ready to go on the grill tomorrow. So yeah, that's it. I'll probably be coming on throughout the night to show y'all how I do different stuff. I have a ham that I'm going to put in the crock pot probably around 3 o'clock in the morning. So I will be on here in the morning showing y'all how to put the ham in the crock pot and what all you need to do to put in there. And you just put it in there and forget about it. And then I guess later on tomorrow afternoon at the lunch, I'll come and show y'all how everything look. So yeah, this is it for now. I'll see you guys later. I love y'all and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.